Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. I am going to jump right in and start laying down washi tape. It reminds me of candy canes. I'm in the Christmas mood, so why not use it? I did cut it in half lengthwise so that it wasn't so thick, but I do like to bring some washi tape up to the top of the page since there isn't a ton of room for other decor. In this bottom grocery list section, I've mentioned in previous videos that I don't actually use this for a grocery list anymore. I felt like it was repetitive since I keep the grocery list on the side of the fridge where the whole family can add to it. I instead use this area for a little bit of decor. These images are from Clip Art Charm Company. I will link them down below. They have a lot of good options. I did purchase the package of I think all of the Christmas stickers or maybe all of the winter stickers, but I've really been enjoying using their stickers. I will say that you do need to resize them as you need to. But I enjoy doing that because that way they can be the size that I want them and not the teeny tiny ones that I feel like come on a lot of sticker sheets. So I am thinking that I will drop in a few boxes. We do have our last soccer tournament of 2024 this weekend, so I want to drop in some boxes so that I can make notes about things that I need to pack. It is pretty routine, but there are always a few things that I like to remind myself to bring. So let's move on to the tasks page. Again, this top section, I don't use it for very much, only to note the things that are taking me away from completing tasks. So as of now, I know that my daughter has a choir concert this week, my son has a soccer tournament, and I have a luncheon for my 25-year anniversary at work. I am going to go ahead and bring in some of this skinny dark green washi tape, and for no reason other than I have it and I wanted to use it. And these task pages are from the HB90 planning system. I have tweaked them a little bit, but I do want to mention that if you are interested in the HB90 method, course registration opens today, December 1st, 2024, and goes until noon on December 15th, 2024. So if that is something that you are interested in, I will drop my referral link down below. The HB90 method has been a huge game changer for me, and if you've been following along, you know that a lot of what I do here is based upon the HB90 method. And the thing that I love the most about it and about Sarah Cannon is that she encourages you to tweak the system to make it work best for you. The first quarter that I participated in the HB90 planning method, I really just tried to follow it as closely as possible to how it was actually designed so that I could actually decide what worked best for me and what did not. And then after that, I did tweak things going forward. One of the biggest changes that worked for me is instead of planning out an entire quarter, I would set goals for the entire quarter, but I only set my tasks up for a month. So in addition to the referral code down below, I will also link to my playlist that has all the HB90 videos, and I will link to Sarah Cannon, who is the creator of HB90. I will link to her YouTube page as well. And if you come back tomorrow, you can see how I actually plan out my week using my modified HB90 method. So the second tasks sheet is very similar to Sarah's as well. Hers has 3 columns in it, and I have made mine columnless because I don't really know how many tasks I'm going to have for each goal. And don't be intimidated by this area. I do move post-it notes over to this section. I don't just write things out. Otherwise, I could fit a lot of tasks on this page. But normally I have about 2 columns worth of making all the plans tasks, and then another column for personal and another column for home. And that may be changing in this upcoming quarter, but for now I am just going with those 3 goals. And I should probably keep my task sheet light this week since basically 3 days are unusable, really 4 days with my daughter's choir concert. However, I do like to overplan my week, so I will just drop a little decor down here in the bottom, and then I will leave the rest of the space for tasks. But let's go ahead and move on to my weekly pages. I am going to put a lot of decor in the sidebar. I don't have a ton of time this week between my daughter's choir concert, packing for the soccer tournament, and the actual soccer tournament. Only leaves me about 2 evenings to get all my making all the plans tasks in. So we'll see how much I can get done in that time. For the last soccer tournament, my son did not have school on Thursday and Friday in the mornings, and then Friday afternoon we just took off so that he could go on a college visit as well. But because of that, we had plenty of time to pack and to get everything ready. But this time around, we do not have the luxury of having that additional time. So we will be in a bit of a time crunch. Thankfully, there are no games on Friday like last time, so we do not have to rush to get anywhere Friday. However, Saturday has 2 games and Sunday has the possibility of a second game, which means that I also do not have spare time to edit videos or anything like that in the hotel room. I will drop a few boxes in the sidebar just for errands or anything I need to order or anything like that. I know that I have a Walmart order that I need to return, and then we'll just see how today progresses because I'm sure there will be things that I need to do or errands that I need to run next week because I am not leaving the house today. So we do have soccer on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as I mentioned. So I am okay with covering up the task section on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So some sort of collage grouping over in that area will be fine because I'm not going to be writing any tasks for the weekend. And fun fact, the high for the weekend is 34 degrees, which I'm not going to complain because I think yesterday's high was 21. So I'm perfectly happy with it being above freezing next weekend. So I'll put in this little grouping and then I will get a long box sticker to put underneath that just so I can note that there is a soccer tournament this weekend. And they have released the schedule, but I am never 100% convinced that it is the actual schedule until about Thursday of the week. So I will write those things in later this week. But again, I have been through so many soccer tournaments where they have changed things that I do not want to write those in just yet. I'm not exactly sure why I'm struggling to get up these box stickers. I'm kind of wondering if my Cricut needs a new blade. So I'm going to have to look into that a little bit before I print off a bunch more stickers. These boxes that I'm dropping on Wednesday are for a doctor's appointment. And then, as I mentioned, I have a 25th anniversary luncheon for work. So that is the second box. And I will drop in an image to go along with it so that I can bring those florals across the page and they're not just at each end of the page. And I'm also realizing that I didn't drop a box in for my daughter's choir concert, so hopefully I will remember to do that when I put my plan together for the week. Technically, it's only an hour-long performance. However, I know that she needs to be there about an hour and a half early for rehearsal and she also will stay after for the high school performance. And I'm unclear on who is taking her and picking her up since it is on Tuesday night, and I am usually in the office on Tuesday, and my son has soccer practice Tuesday night. Normally, I don't know who will do what. I'm guessing my husband will take her and my son will pick her up. Just as a note though, I will go to the choir concert itself. I just don't want to be using my little bit of time this week to be chauffeuring when I have two other drivers in the house. I did grab my red and green Papermate Ink Joy gel pens in 0.7. The green is a little bright, but I couldn't find a darker green in a finer tip that I had that wasn't too tealy, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this green. If I use enough of it throughout the page, it will look like it belongs. So I will use this again as I continue to plan out my week. I did realize that I wrote in the dates incorrectly and that today is actually the 1st and Monday starts on the 2nd, so I will white those numbers out and rewrite them. But this is going to be my spread for the week. I hope you join me tomorrow where I put together my action plan. But if you are interested in the HB90 course, it does open today, December 1st at noon, and it closes December 15th at noon Eastern Standard Time. But if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope to see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great start to your December. Bye!